property is professionally valued. Number two, to the buyer, make sure that there are title deeds or council sessions or developer sessions. Don't just say, we are selling this house. In my paper, yes, every house has got papers. We don't know which kind of papers you are talking about. So we really want to know, does it have papers? Does it have title deeds? Are we together? You're following? Okay? And how do I know that these title deeds are genuine? There is, in Zimbabwe, we've got the deeds office where you pay a fee of $20 just to verify that these deeds are genuine. So before you buy, you need to make sure that if there are title deeds, you have done the due diligence by checking that and making sure that the deeds are genuine. If it's under council, you go to the local council and make sure that there is a council session in process for that place before you get your deeds. The difference being, properties that are under council sessions, it means that you have to meet a certain condition before they can give you the title deed. It doesn't mean that you won't get your title deeds. You will still get your title deeds, but meet a certain condition where they will say, mapepa edu or our title deeds will be given after we have done a cottage or after you have laid a slab. So those are the conditions which the local council might require you to do before they can give you the entitlement of title deeds. Okay. Okay, I'm just skipping, making sure that I'm giving you the right things that I want to talk about. Right. So there's certain terminology that you need to understand in real estate. So you hear that a property's endorsement that is amended to a title deed reflecting changes in ownership rights or conditions. I'll explain further, I think, during workshops. And then property under council session, I've already explained that. Property is currently under review for development approval involving community feedback. Property under developer session, discussions regarding proposed development projects crucial for planning and community impact. And then the title deed, legal document confirming ownership, signifying legal rights to the property. So I'll just run down through in the next minute and then I'm done. Steps to inquire about property in Zimbabwe. So you need to clearly define your requirements. Conduct preliminary research. If you are going to be buying a property, make sure that it's the desired area. Yes, information is good to be told that, oh, there are stands that are selling there, they are very cheap and things like that. Because your friend has bought there, you don't need to just follow your friend because you trust them. You need to do your own due diligence, do your own research. Is this place legally approved for building? Okay? I think we've seen quite a lot that is taking place in our country where demolitions are taking place because of illegal structures. So we need to avoid that and make sure that we have followed the proper steps of purchasing properties. Engage a real estate agent. So those people where they say, oh, they will charge us a little bit of money, it is better to be charged a little bit of money and get the right documents and make sure that you are not being sold something that is bogus. Visit properties if you want to buy properties. Don't just say, you've had this property and you're going to go for it. Compare, do the market research. Like what we do when you are buying clothes, ladies and men, when we are buying cars. You don't just look at a car and then you go for it. You actually go to different garages, compare the prices in the market, make sure that you're getting an authentic thing. And also what is important is the location. When you are buying your property, obviously you want to invest for the future and you want, again, that property to attain some interest in it. You don't just want to buy somewhere where there is no appreciation of value. And also the classification of properties or houses, residential properties, is into high density, low density, and medium. There is a reason for that. High density properties, there is a certain mark where they can't go over. I can't remember the locations here. Is there Kulumani? Is there something of that sort? Yeah, there has to be a peg, and there is hillside. I think those are medium density or low density. There's also a peg that you cannot exceed a certain value. So you need to understand, when you are buying a property, the area, the location, what do you intend to do? So if you buy a property in a high density area, probably they won't exceed 40,000, right? When you try to resell them. But you go there in the high density and you're going to buy a property for 50,000, you've actually run a loss. So you need to do your research. If you go to certain areas, like I almost made a mistake in an area called Senton in Harare, where I wanted to build a massive mansion, a double story. And another engineer just came to me, he said, "Are you crazy? This property in this area, they will never exceed 250,000. And you want to extract or instill a property worth 400,000. So that's false investment." So we really need to be guided when you are buying properties. Yes, you're excited, you want to buy a land, but make sure that you get someone to advise you and you buy things that are profitable in the future. Okay, in my conclusion, whoever you are dealing with, avoid dealing with individuals. You need to make sure that you're dealing with professional companies that are registered with the Estate Agents Council of Zimbabwe. There are so many bogus people around there. Number one, any person you tell or who tells you that I can look for a property either to rent for you and then you give me $85 and they do not have that real estate agent's card, then that person is classified as a bogus person. Avoid dealing with such people. Deal with people, whoever is trying to sell you a property, ask them, are you registered with the Estate Agents Council of Zimbabwe? That's the governing board for real estate companies. Okay? Right, thank you very much. I think we've got a lot to share on real estates, but I'm sure you have managed to hear and understand one or two things. And I'm sure we have some sessions where we are going to be allowed to ask questions. I know you've got certain situations that need discussing. My case is like this, like that. We are here to help you this afternoon. God bless you.